Now I want to get to ABC's Jacqueline Lee. She is in Orange County, New York, where two buses of migrants sent by New York City Mayor Eric Adams arrived last night. Jacqueline, you are at the hotel in Newburgh. Some of these folks are going to call that place home now. We've just learned, though, that the town is actually suing the owner of the hotel.
Yes, that's right, Phil. There's actually a total of 3 lawsuits that we first learned about. The first one is between the town of Newburgh, and they're filing against the owner of this hotel, Crossroads Hotel. They are asking for the immediate halt to the deliberate, hazardous, and unlawful conversion of this hotel into a selected housing site for the New York City migrant program. And then the other 2 lawsuits are actually by Orange County. They are suing the city of New York. They are suing the Crossroads Hotel as well as the Ramada Inn. And in the complaint, they allege that between the 2 hotels, the Ramada Inn and the Crossroads Hotel, there will be at least 600 additional migrants between those 2 hotels. They say that will nearly double the homeless population here in the county. And they say these hotels are, in effect, transitioning from a hotel into a homeless shelter, in which case there needs to be proper permits. Phil.
Jacqueline, you mentioned the county. Orange County Executive Steve Newhouse is one local official sounding the alarm about what he calls a disastrous mess. You spoke to him earlier on today. What are his main concerns?
He says there's really no vetting about these individuals. He says he's been blindsided. They have just arrived here with no background information about them. Take a listen.
Who's in charge of them over there? Is there a representative from the city of New York that's going to be in charge of knowing where the whereabouts of these individuals are? Have they been vetted? Do they have any criminal backgrounds? We have absolutely no information at all. And they said what I think they're going to do is they're going to go to, they told us, as they said, that they will go to the local Home Depot, which is a half a mile away, and they're going to work off the books. That's what the state of New York told us.
And Phil, Newhouse says he does support immigration. He is the son of immigrants, but he really needs these migrants to have IDs and working papers.
Well, Jacqueline, I know you also spoke to him about Mayor Adams, obviously. Explain why so much of his frustration is really directed at the mayor's office.
Well, he says there's a lot of confusion, and he says it really comes down to the mayor has not been truthful. This county executive alleges that the mayor had initially said last week 60 male migrants will arrive. Then a few days later, he said that no migrants will arrive. And then a few days later, buses of migrants start coming, and he wasn't even told whatsoever. He says ultimately the mayor, Eric Adams, is being overloaded. He has this emergency on his hands, and now he says he is force-feeding Orange County with this emergency, and he said ultimately it's going to be met with resistance. So.
All right, so there's a long list of concerns, obviously, here. But we're also seeing some images of people actually holding signs of support outside of that hotel. What are you hearing from the community at large?
Well, Phil, it's about 50-50. So about a few minutes before we started talking, a man arrived here with a handful of clothes that he wanted to donate to the asylum seekers here. And he said, this is America. We all came from somewhere. And ultimately, these people are looking for a better life. But then, of course, we've heard from other people that they don't support this because they're worried that potentially they could lose jobs, or they're worried about safety and argue that they just don't know who these migrants are. So it's really split.
All right, Jacqueline Lee in Newburgh, New York. Jacqueline, thanks so much.